What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Hero Chris back at you with another one. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up, ring the notification bell. Hit me up on Twitter. Leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know what some of your predictions for this show are. And yeah, it's day one-ish predictions video. Initially, I was not gonna do a predictions video. I was just gonna do the review, but hey, content's content, so. Man, and honestly, looking at the card looks pretty decent. Like, it looks like it could be a pretty good show. The first WWE show for the brand new year for 2022. It's gonna be on New Year's Day, day one. See, get it? Day one, New Year's Day. Yeah. But anyway, man, the card looks pretty decent. And even though over the weekend they had a COVID scare and a lot of wrestlers were pulled from the Madison Square Garden show, and Roman Reigns was pulled from a show in Florida, like Tampa, Florida, I think. And a lot of wrestlers went on Raw, I guess, to ensure that the day one show goes off like with no hitches, like they don't have to change too much. Hopefully everything goes as the plan, or whatever WWE's plan. But enough rambling, enough me talking and flapping my gums, man. Let's get into this predictions video. And I guess we're gonna start off with what I think is probably most likely be the pre-show match, and that is the Intercontinental title being defended. It's gonna be NXT rematch classic between Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn. And honestly, Shinsuke, since winning the Intercontinental title, really hasn't done a lot. Right? He was King of the Ring for a little bit, and then they had the actual King of the Ring tournament. So he wasn't king anymore. Now he's the Intercontinental champion. But since becoming champion, he really hasn't done much. Like, he comes out with Rick Boogs, which is awesome. And you have Pat McAfee jumping on tables and molesting Michael Cole and just having an absolute blast. But other than that, as far as being champion, he hasn't really done anything. And honestly, I think Sami Zayn really could gain a whole lot more. It would actually be fun to see him as, once again, being the Intercontinental champion, him just coming out and just talking about how great he is and how he's the best and how there's always a conspiracy against him, which is why I'm picking Sami Zayn to become the new Intercontinental champion. Speaking of pre-show matches, this is probably something that really should be on the pre-show, because this doesn't need to be on the match card at all. You have Drew McIntyre going up against Madcap Moss. What is this, honestly? What is the purpose of this feud? I understand that Madcap Moss and I used to be a bum ass Corbin stole Drew McIntyre's sword, which was stuck inside of a desk, and then Drew McIntyre got it back. But other than that, what is really going on? Like, what is the purpose of this? I understand it's comedy. I understand Baron Corbin's and Madcap Moss are kind of like the comic guys. They're like the residential goofs. But I don't know, man. Hopefully this is just a squash match. This is probably gonna be one of those matches that's kind of like the cool down match. Probably have Drew McIntyre just squash Madcap Moss in like 13 seconds or something crap like that, hit him with the Claymore. I would honestly be surprised if Madcap Moss beat Drew McIntyre. Like, I do not see that happening at all. Pretty sure nobody sees that happening at all, Okay, so next we have the Raw Tag Team Champions being defended. You got RK Bro going up against the Street Profits. There's a big part of me that says maybe the Street Profits will win, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, now that I really think about it, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think RK Bro is gonna win. They're like one of the most over acts on Raw right now. Maybe one of the most over acts in all of WWE. I know some people are getting real tired of the act. It's like, okay, he's kind of getting old. I'm still digging RK Bro. It hasn't reached that point of just being boring to me yet. It's still kind of interesting just to see the dynamic between Randy and Riddle, and the Street Profits. The Street Profits are entertaining. A loss wouldn't really hurt them because they're still the Street Profits. Like, again, another over tag team. I think what I'm trying to say is WWE might need some more tag teams, stop releasing everybody, But also, I wouldn't be surprised if you see the Street Profits interacting with Amigos in some way, shape, or form, because hey, why not? Especially with appearance by the rap group The Migos. Seeing as WWE Day 1 takes place in Atlanta, you can have the Migos show up. Speaking of tag teams, you have the Usos there, John, Jimmy and Jay, going up against the New Day, aka King Woods and the right hand, well, that doesn't make sense because Jey Uso is the right hand, but you got Xavier Woods and King Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day, hopefully trying to become a million-time tag team champions against the Usos, which I don't see that happening. Same thing with the SmackDown side, like they need more tag teams, because as much as I love seeing the Usos and the New Day face off against each other, we've seen this approximately 32,683 times, and I mean, it doesn't get old. Like, they put on good matches, they work very well together, but we need new tag teams. Can we get some more tag teams? They don't just throw together tag teams or comic tag teams or just whatever. Like, can we get some established, legit tag teams? As far as my prediction, I'm going with the Usos, because Roman said it best. He does not like to lose. He doesn't like when his cousins lose. So I'm pretty sure if the Usos do lose, they will be murdered by Roman Reigns. It will be a public execution. He will probably take a fork and stab them both to death on national television. Alright, so next up we have Edge for going up against The Miz. And initially, when they had their first encounter of the new year of 2021, where you had the Edge and The Miz like face off against each other, it was pretty interesting. They had me intrigued for the match. They even referenced the CM Punk MJF promo, the fact that AEW mentioned The Miz, and since then they haven't really done much to get me to keep my interest into this match. Like the initial promo between the two, I was pretty excited. Like I wasn't exactly over the moon. This isn't like a feud I've been waiting my entire life to see, The Miz versus Edge, but they had me hooked from the initial promo, and then they haven't really done anything to keep that interest going. As far as who wins the match, I'm gonna just pick the safe bet and go with Edge. See, if they would have held off on The Miz and Maurice kind of like trying to get over on Edge, like, oh, exactly, I agree. But if they would have held off on that and then have Miz come out by himself and then Maurice like surprise or distract Edge or like hit him with the logo or something and have The Miz win, maybe. But they kind of just threw that away like 2 weeks ago. So I'm gonna go with the safe bet and pick Edge to beat The Miz, because really, who cares? I mean, the match is gonna be good, but who cares, man? Like, who cares, bro? You know? All right. So now for our big three main events, the big three championships. I'm gonna start it off with the Raw Women's title being defended. Liv Morgan is gonna once again try to defeat Becky Lynch, and I'm gonna make a bold prediction, a very bold prediction. I'm picking Liv Morgan to win. Yeah, I know you're probably thinking, Chris, have you been drinking? Are you smoking? Are you high right now? Do you ever get nervous? Why, oh why would you pick Liv Morgan to beat Becky Lynch? I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Becky Lynch won, but as far as making a prediction, I'm gonna say Liv Morgan. I'm gonna pick Liv Morgan because honestly, you already had Liv Morgan, lose due to shenanigans. Like Becky Lynch had to cheat to win. She had, did the surprise roll up while holding the rope. And I mean, come on now. I mean, logically, you would think that Liv Morgan would get the big win and overcome the odds and slay the man, defeat big time Bex. But that's probably not gonna happen. But as far as making a prediction, I'm gonna say Liv Morgan. Surprise. Alright, so for the WWE Championship match, we have a fatal 4-way: Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins trying to defeat Big E, the current WWE champion. And while I enjoy seeing Big E as champion, like, he is awesome. I love his personality. People think he's too goofy. I think he's like finding that balance of the goofiness as well as being serious. But man, his championship really hasn't done all that much for me, you know. Like, his reign as champion really hasn't really done all that much. The thing with Seth Rollins was pretty cool, but speaking of Seth, that's who I'm picking to win. I'm gonna say Seth Rollins is gonna be the new WWE champion. And this was kind of a toss-up. It was kind of a toss-up between Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, but I'm gonna rock with Seth Rollins. Just seeing what goofy outfit he's gonna come out with as he walks down to the ring holding the WWE championship, you know, doing that goofy dance he does. I'm either gonna should I say Bobby Lashley? No, I'm gonna stick with my pick and say Seth Rollins is gonna be the new WWE champion. And now for the real main event, the match people are probably the most excited for, even though it is a rematch. I mean, this has probably had the best build out of any match on this card. Roman Reigns going up against Brock Lesnar. Now, as we know, Roman Reigns fired Paul Heyman as his special counsel, his wise man, his guy, you know, all because not Brock Lesnar, but Paul Heyman said that he's not protecting Brock from Roman, he's protecting Roman from Brock, and Roman felt some type of way. He felt like, wait, how dare you say this, man? I'm the tribal chief, baby. But as I'm sure a lot of people are thinking that this is going to be some kind of ruse, it's going to be Paul Heyman probably turning on Brock Lesnar to get back in the good graces of Roman Reigns. And that's why I'm picking to win. I mean, obviously, because what sense would it make to have Roman Reigns lose now? If there would be a time for him to lose, it'll probably be around WrestleMania. Like, that would be a bigger stage for him to like take his first loss within like 2 years or whatever. But as far as tonight, as far as day one goes, I'm picking the tribal chief due to outside interference from either the Usos or most likely the obvious choice of Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is going to turn his back on Brock Lesnar, and the reveal has been a big ruse. It was me all along, Brock Lesnar, in your face. You and your man bunny and your beard and your bootcut jeans. We outsmarted you. The tribal chief is the best. Oh, Roman Reigns, we love you so much. That's my pick. Roman Reigns is going to walk out the Universal Champion. Somehow, some way, this is probably going to lead to another rematch between Brock and Roman, because I don't know why. I mean, like I said earlier, and day one looks pretty decent. Like, it looks like it'll be a decent show. I mean, we'll have to wait and see this Saturday on pay-per-view on the WWE Network or Peacock or illegal streams or however you choose to watch your WWE pay-per-views. But man, that's it. Those are my predictions. What are your predictions? Let me know in the comment section below. Do you agree with my picks? What are some of your picks? Who do you think is going to win what? How do you think the show is going to be? Do you even care? Are you interested in watching the show? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, as always, like, comment, subscribe. You guys take care. Be easy. I'm out. Peace.